Alright, so as I'm guessing all of you have already heard, we got the new tier list for Smash Ultimate, aka the third official tier list. And this came out just a few days ago as of the time of this recording in February 2025. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at that because there was quite a few big changes in the tier list. But before I do get into the tier list, I do want to talk about what this really means. So this truly means nothing. And the reason why I say that is because tier lists are fully comprised of tournament players. So we're really just ranking the people who enter tournaments and use these specific characters, which really means that whoever is the best player, whatever characters they use, are going to be top tier. And whoever did worst in the tournaments, whatever characters they used, will be low tier. So this basically means that if MKLeo, who is arguably the best Smash Ultimate player of all time, were to pick up someone like King K. Rool and ends up destroying everyone in tournaments, King K. Rool would be moved from his low tier, which I believe is D tier, up. He would go up either to C or B, or if he's good enough and does it enough times, even A tier if he wins enough with King K. Rool. And in case you don't believe me, this is actually something that's already happened. So for this, let's just quickly take a look back at Smash Bros. Melee. Now in Melee, this was the tier list at one point, which was comprised of course, the top and bottom characters. And the reason why I have Yoshi circled is because we're really going to focus on him for this. So Yoshi at one point was in the lowest tier of the game, the negligible tier, aka F tier. And this really put him in the top 5 worst characters in the whole game. Now, shout out to the legend Amsa, who, if you don't know who he is a top Smash Bros. Melee player. And he was committed. He did not want to give up on Yoshi. I'm pretty sure it's like just his favorite character of all time. And he just was not satisfied with Yoshi's tier. So he ended up mastering him so much that he actually ended up winning one of the biggest major tournaments. It was actually at the national level. And in Melee, he ended up bringing Yoshi from the top 5 worst characters in the game, aka F tier, all the way to B plus tier, as you can see right here, making Yoshi one of the best characters. He's literally in the top 10 characters of the game now, all thanks to one player called Amsa. If you guys don't know who he is, I really recommend you check him out. There's a whole documentary on how he actually ended up becoming one of the best players in Melee. He just became an absolute legend. He completely went crazy in the game, and like I said, ended up bringing Yoshi from F tier, top 5 worst characters, all the way to B plus tier, top 10 best characters in the game. So this really just shows, I'm just doing this little bit to show that tiers really do not mean anything. So just use whoever the hell you want to use, whoever you think is fun, that is your character. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get right into it. So this is a new tier list, and just for comparison, I'm gonna put the second official tier list, which was the one before this one, of course. So go ahead and check that out. So I'm doing this mainly to show all the differences and similarities. Now, what I'm going to do is go over the top 10 biggest changes in the tier list, and I'm going to split it by the 5 characters who moved up the most and the 5 characters who moved down the most. So starting with the top 5 characters who moved down the most, we have, this one is actually a two-parter. We have Incineroar and Byleth, who both went down by 8 spots in the tier list. Luckily, they both stayed in their same tier. Incineroar stayed at C+, and Byleth stayed at B-. So yeah, they definitely went down. I'm not sure if it's because people just aren't using these characters in tournaments as much or what, but yeah, they went down pretty hard. However, not as hard as the next tier or the next drop, which is Jigglypuff and Lucina, who both went down by 10 spots. Jigglypuff went from C+ to C-, and Lucina stayed at A-. However, she is on the brink of entering the B tier, so let's see what happens there. Now, in third place, we have Pokemon Trainer, who went down 12 spots. However, he did manage to stay in the A- tier. And Sephiroth and Pac-Man also went down the same amount. They all went down 12 spots. Sephiroth went from B+ to B-, so he did drop quite a bit there in the tier list. And Pac-Man went from A neutral to A minus. So these characters did experience an actual drop in tiers. Unfortunately, once again, this could be just from people not using them, or who knows. Then we have Sheik, who went down 14 spots down, which is absolutely crazy. I think it's from the lack of Sheik players. Like, if we have a top player use Sheik and really learn how to use Sheik, they'll probably bring Sheik back up. But as of now, I think just from no one really using him, she went down 14 spots. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Sheik is Zelda in disguise. My bad for that. And that brought Sheik from B plus all the way down to B minus. And then at the top, or better said, the highest character who had the most, or like I said, highest amount of spots down is Marth at minus 16 spots, which is absolutely crazy. Marth is pretty damn good, but to see him drop 16 spots is absolutely crazy. And that brought him down from C plus to C minus, almost entering the D tier, which is just insane for Marth, because Marth is known to actually be pretty damn good. And for him to be on the brink of entering D tier, absolutely crazy. Now for the biggest move ups, we're gonna start from the bottom as well. So in 5th place we have, and this one actually makes me really happy, we have Kirby, who moved up 10 spots in the tier list from D minus to C minus. This makes me happy because I'm a huge Kirby fan, so this is honestly really good news for me. However, not as good as the next highest move up, which is Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong as well is one of my favorite characters of all time, and to see him move up 15 spots is just phenomenal. He went from D plus tier to B minus, which is insane. That might be, I think that's the highest jump. That's like a whole 2 tiers up in terms of like letters. From D to B is absolutely crazy. Hero also went up quite a lot. Hero went up 16 spots. He's in 3rd place of highest move ups. He went from B minus to A neutral, so pretty damn good for Hero. Olimar in 4th place with 17 spots up. Absolutely insane. B plus to A plus, and I'm not gonna lie, I could only see Olimar going up from here. I actually saw in another tier list that was unofficial, he was ranked in the S tier. So let's see what happens to Olimar. As of now, he has moved up 17 spots. However, the biggest character move up is, ironically enough, Luigi, who moved up 21 spots. And I really think that this is just from people realizing Luigi's potential. If you guys don't know, the Luigi combos are disgusting. Like, if you guys haven't seen them, please search up Luigi combos in Smash Ultimate. They are insane. And that brought him from B plus all the way to A plus, damn near entering S tier, S minus. But hey, anyone in the S tier is of course a complete beast. So for Luigi to even be close to that is absolutely insane. But anyway guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think this tier list is accurate? Who do you think should be higher? Who do you think should be lower? Let me know everything in the comment section down below. Other than that, thank you for watching. Make sure to stay subscribed for more videos like this one, and peace.